day here in this marvellous part of the world. Just up the road from Lake Garda. Just so much history, culture. Linate del Garda is the town near here. De Sanzano del Garda is the marvellous town on the shores of Lake Garda. An area of some gruesome battles in the 19th century which secured Italian unification. Modernity and history knitted together here in northern Italy between Milan and Venice. And this is where we are, in the rolling green pastures in Lonato. It's a very, very fine shooting complex here in Italy, and we are very grateful to be here. Thanks to some very strict COVID protocols here amongst the organisers. They've been testing us and lots of forms, and let's keep our fingers crossed that COVID starts to recede around the world and we can get back to something approaching normal. Certainly business is normal here. 400 athletes, 63 nations, 5 continents. We have the most athletes here at Trap Verde of 2021, and long may that continue. Busy few days. We start with the SKEET events, of course, and then we go on to the trap events. We got the team and mixed team events here as well. Something relatively new the ISSF has brought in. Mixed team trap coming to the Olympics, of course, in July, the last day of July, the last competition out on the shotgun range there. The weather, well, the sun has just poked its head out. It's still pretty warm. The wind has got up a little bit in the last few minutes, I think it's fair to say. We are about to get underway with the men's trap competition. Long day of qualification for them, of course. And going into yesterday as well. Interestingly enough, Nicolas Lejeune of France came second, but because he was here for ranking points only, he's not taking part in the final. The French team had named their 3 athletes to take part. So we are waiting to get underway here. Flags starting to flutter in the wind. And soon the targets will be flung out, courtesy of our friends there. It's a long old day of qualification, hot day of qualification, perhaps not as hot as it was at the World Championships a couple of years ago, but it's a lot of targets, 125 that you have to shoot to get through, be in the top 6. Tamaro Cassandro of Italy didn't miss, a perfect 125 in qualification. That sets a marker, doesn't it? And the Italian joined by Luigi Loda as well. And so Italy with a really good representation here. Here's the final 6. And as you'd expect, the United States are represented with the legendary Vincent Hancock, I think it's fair to say. And an athlete from Peru in Nicolas Pacheco Espinosa, the 26-year-old. He qualified in last spot. He was in fact 7th in qualification, but of course because Lejeune was not taking part in terms of trying to get into the final, he was a ranking points man only. This is something the ISSF has encouraged this year because of COVID, to help you keep your ranking points up, even if you're not part of the squad of 3 that are involved. So he has benefited from that. Pan American Games bronze in Lima a couple of years ago, and a very talented man in all aspects of shotgun. He was a junior world champion 2013 in trap, and got a silver in SKEET. So certainly knows his way around both trap and shotgun, but he's concentrated up on SKEET. Qualifying 5th, Emin Javarov of Azerbaijan, the man from Baku, and shooting up the road, quite a long way up the road at Gabala Shooting Club. 56 World Cups. This is his first final. We wish him well. Well, this is a man who's not in his first World Cup final. He has 12 World Cup golds, including Leonardo back in 2007. Olympic gold twice, of course, for him in London and Beijing. And another experienced athlete from Italy, Luigi Lodi, 41 years of age, ranked inside the top 5 in the world, and got World Cup gold in Elaine in 2019. Well, Azmi Mehelba has been busy, hasn't he, in the World Cup in Cairo. We saw a lot of him there, the man from Alexandria. Just the one bronze his name so far. Well, perfect in qualification. What can he do here? He's got silvers and bronzes in World Championships, World Cups, but no golds. So I wonder if that will change now. Our Bahrainian referee from the women's skeet is also our referee from for the men. And we also have a French jury member. Let's hope there's not too much for them to worry about in this competition. So then, if you've just joined us and you're new to the sport, just a reminder, it's 60 targets to gold and silver, or possibly a shoot-off. And after 20 targets, the first athletes leave, and then after 10 targets after that, we lose an athlete each as well. We go from station 3, 4 and 5. And Tamaro Cassandro is underway from station number 3 at the moment. Ooh, and a miss. Not on the reverse, it was the one out of the low house, which is not so normal. And from Alexandria, the Egyptian Azmi Mehelba up next. 30 years of age now. He's done well in World Cup finals, a couple of bronzes and a silver. And he looks assured early on. Luigi Lodi. Has done a lot in his time. A couple of times European champion as well. And the Italians, of course, very strong in this discipline. And another good start. Someone yelling out for him in the background. No fans sadly allowed in here, but there's lots of athletes who have stayed on to watch the final stages, those that didn't qualify. Team members. And here's Vincent Hancock, still just 32, but done so much in his career. A coach now as well. And the coaching team for Austin Smith, who got the goal for the women just under an hour ago or so. Jafarov. Oh no. Not a great start. Because we're hoping to have a World Cup in Baku. But the COVID situation has precluded that. There will be a final World Cup before we get to Tokyo. Osijek also holding the and hosting the European Championships after this competition. Very busy